Good morning. I keep hitting this button. Alright. Looks like it is on. February 15th, 2018. It's about almost 7 in the morning. I've been going to a Bible reading this week at a church I've been going to. They do a Bible reading at 7 in the morning every morning, Monday through Friday. They just read the Bible. They don't really even get into it much. Some just aren't as deep as others in knowledge or whatever it is they want to pursue. Kind of like a doctor, philosopher, lawyer, I guess. Someone that studies something that they have really a passion for. I'm more of just a listener in the religion side. I enjoy trying to understand what a preacher wants to preach or show his approach to whatever he's trying to teach. Long story short, I am still in this farming industry, cannabis. I've been breeding, pollinating, stabilizing genetics several years now. I'm not gonna pinpoint exactly dates. I took some time off a couple years ago, holding on to some genetic seeds. Honestly, it's always been the money. I haven't had that full on, dialed in investment. Yes, it doesn't take much to put some seeds in the ground, which you're not legally allowed to do outdoors. And then indoors, no problem. But you really got to understand what you're doing. And if you are, let's say, working without having a dialed in room or whatnot, you've got to understand the weather conditions, the humidity levels that get built up, opening the windows at the right times, having just enough of everything for that plant to really succeed and do it right. Anyways, vegging isn't as difficult as flowering, because flowering you really got to understand when to feed the plants, and if you're going to follow a chart, you really got to have the soil dialed in so it all gets flushed out right. If you're going to do organics, there's so much to it. God have mercy. Which makes sense why you want to keep it easy. Less is best. Simple, key. And you got your routine. You build a routine that you follow through, and you're only going to get better at it. It's like following through on your shot when you're shooting the basketball. So what I wanted to touch bases on, this letter I got on the 23rd, it was mailed out, where somebody reported illegal marijuana cultivation. And I'm not doing anything out in the open like that. So there's not much that they can harass me about. But bottom line, this licensing that we're all trying to work out, and you've got a lot of people that have been doing their own thing on a private level scale for themselves and their patients. Patients could be private, somebody that just comes to them personally to get medication, or patients at a dispensary. And dispensary has a file of thousands of patients, and you've got growers that are growing for these dispensaries with all these patients, technically rubbing off of their licenses, if that makes any sense. They're working off of the dispensary's licenses. So you have 1,000 patients. Each patient can grow 6 plants legally. Not everybody has their 99 plant license. And from what I understand now, your limits are 6,000 plants. So bottom line, it was kind of a limitless thing. You had that gray area of people working without licenses, without taxes, legit taxes. I mean, how are you going to show quarter million, $100, 100,000, even $40,000? I mean, I don't think you can show more than 10,000 unmarked money, if that makes any sense, a year. So imagine people trying to make a living buying things cash left and right, paying for rent cash, paying for food cash, paying for clothing cash, entertainment's cash. So living this underground lifestyle, if that makes any sense, above ground on probably even a disability program or a government program or some kind of support from this beautiful system that we have in place, from the middle class that are working a 9 to 5 job, in a way enslaved into this system economy, paying the taxes. And taxes that are like paid right off their paycheck stubs. They don't have to report it. They're not business owners. They're not making no cash or big lumps of contract, even checked cash, checked marked money. So bottom line, there's so much gray areas. That's not even touching bases of the immigration, and the immigration that has the power to move money into other countries, and making all this revenue. You make $40,000 a year. You're a business owner, but your parents live in Russia or Africa or China or Mexico. And instead of spending the $40,000 on your entertainment and house and this and that investments, which why are you going to spend in this expensive market type of, this all makes sense. I mean, I'm speaking to myself. This is like, so the pastor that preaches the word and knows what's going on, this and that, trying to refresh his mind and thoughts of what's going on, at the same time trying to make somebody else understand the concept. And it's easier to some than others. Some know exactly what's going on but don't care. And then you got your general public that is just odd, that are here just to watch, gossip, rumor, copy, I mean, whatever it is, trend, bandwagon, which nothing against it, and then out of that pool of general public, yes, we're finding our finally leaders that we've been having way too much of in the past, if that makes any sense, because that's why these wars and battles were going on. I mean, we were all killing each other off one day at a time from just bad vibes. And then in the back count, you got, cigarettes, drugs, addictions, bad habits. I mean, God have mercy. So anyways, don't want to waste your time. I know you're probably enjoying this economy system. I don't understand what's going on. I think Russia does, because Russia's a little bit more advanced, I think, even with NASA and space and stuff. So it's kind of one of those things where, man, did Stalin do everyone a favor? Did Hitler get the ball rolling on something that Russia was moving forward towards? Was this all in the plans? I'm talking at the round table. So we're all approaching to this vibe of YOLO, where at the same time, if any human race, or not even human race, if any genetic plant, you got plants. You got plants that are like humans. Humans are like plants, animals and that. So if you're working in a garden, you start 10,000 plants. Out of 10,000 plants, you're going to have 9,000 looking at this world now, after World War I, after World War II, after all these heroes losing their lives. We're talking plant genetics gone. We can never find it again. We cannot breed that. We cannot find that. We cannot cross that. That's gone. People don't understand the value of that. What kind of people, human souls, energetical, what was on this earth that built those pyramids? Think about the giants. Think about that holy spiritual connection. God have mercy. The vibes. Even the black magic. I don't want to say support black magic, but imagine the spiritual powers that were there. So, there's a reason for a lot of things not being so open, to have full control, power. Not just industry, not just economy, not just society, not just the world, but all of it. Though all of it. And they want me to sit at a Bible study every morning and listen to them read a word that they're just reading, maybe not even fully grasping what they're even trying to be understanding. And then don't even want to talk about it, which maybe there is no reasons to talk about it, whether everybody has the same view or everyone in that circle has a different point of view. Or we just don't want to have a big confrontation. Because that's where I'm seeing things. Obviously. I mean, my tattoos, my kvass drinking, the marijuana growing. I mean, the love of this earth and what God put on it for us to enjoy. My passion for that enjoyment. I mean, even going hard and working. I mean, lifting weights, bodybuilding, feeling that stress, that tension, that pain. I mean, God have mercy. Everything in moderation. Who wants to suffer? But this agony, this drive for success, this never being satisfied vibe. Gah! Everyone's a little different. You do you. Of course, nobody's gonna stop you. I don't want to make this video boring too long. Motivational, passionate. Move forward, baby. Move forward. Keep it growing. Keep it moving. I don't know what this law has going. I'm not here to put my last name to make sure my dad's, represented somehow through what? I mean, I don't want to support drugs. I don't want to be like a marijuana guru of this universe to really put things in effect. I mean, put things in common sense. And if there is going to be taxes at 30, 40, 50%, 100%, however they're doing it now. I mean, you're buying ounces at $450 retail value plus another $150 in tax money to throw on top of that. So God have mercy. Yes, the $450 ounce. Yes, you got your farmer growers that deserve that $200, $250. Then you got this extra $200 in the retail side where it's like, who the fuck are you to be middlemaning anything, motherfucker?